Okay, so this is another kind of not roleplay video. It's also not an update video, but I think this would be fun to talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it here on this channel. For those of you who don't know, I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons since before I was in high school. I started playing back when 4th edition kind of came out, and I discovered Dungeons and Dragons. There's the Acquisitions Incorporated live game from 2010. And then my dad also had like the 1980s cartoon. And all that got me super into Dungeons and Dragons. And I've been into it off and on ever since then. I haven't really stopped. But recently, I have been given the opportunity to DM for like 3 to 5 sessions of a small little campaign. We're going to see how it goes. I don't know how well this is going to pan out. I'm very excited for it because I've had a story drummed up, ready to go for a very long time. I'm here to tell you guys about it. This is kind of what I hoped the last adventure for 5th edition would have been. I know 5th edition we got Vecna's Eve of Ruin. And obviously the adventure itself had some issues. High level play in Dungeons and Dragons just has issues in general, you know. But I really should not. I really didn't think it should have been Vecna as the main villain of that book. For those of you who know your Forgotten Realms lore at all, you know that before there was Tiamat and Bahamut, there were 2 other deities who kind of were linked in the same kind of Ouroboros sort of thing. I don't know if Wizards of the Coast, when they released Fizzbands, if they were intentionally just retconning things, or if this was a lie made by Asmodeus and it got spread around a whole bunch. But either way, I know the whole kind of basic original origin of the Forgotten Realms was the separation of Jazirian and Ahriman from this kind of Ouroboros. And they're both like incredibly wounded, and they're both trying to gain power in the Forgotten Realms by messing with things in the world. Jazirian is pretty much does not have any godly role at all, I think, in the main Forgotten Realms adventures for 5th edition. Ahriman, though, is very prominent. In fact, you probably don't know him as Ahriman. He's Asmodeus. For those of you who continued to watch Ack Inc. when Jeremy Crawford took over, Jeremy Crawford, one of their more recent games, there's the reveal how Asmodeus isn't actually Asmodeus. Asmodeus is the angel of justice. Asmodeus isn't a god. There is that Ed Greenwood novel where Asmodeus does become a god, but that's all part of the deception. Asmodeus is Ahriman. He is the spawn of all devils and is the mortal enemy of Jazirian, his twin brother, who is the kind of like, I guess, patron saint of Quaddles, because everybody loves them Quaddles. But yeah, it's that's the kind of basis is this fight between Ahriman and Jazirian. Now that's Forgotten Realm stuff. I've basically taken that and placed it in my own world, which I don't really have a name for yet, but basically it's Jazarian and Ahriman. Ahriman becomes Asmodeus. Jazarian's still kind of lost around elsewhere. Pelor is the main god. There's a set of gods in the world, but the world is still kind of forming. And as it's forming, all the gods have decided there's one more seat we have to fill, and we think we know who needs to do it. We found this demigod on the material plane, and we're going to try and help them by help them ascend to godhood. And the whole basis of this kind of mini campaign is for the player characters to help this little demigod girl basically work herself up into godhood. Basically, the players don't become gods, but they help somebody else become a deity in this world. I'm very, very excited for this. Very, very, very hyping myself up, probably more than I should. But yeah, it's been an idea that I've had for Dungeons & Dragons for a very long time. And I, I got a mini for the demigod off of Etsy. I'm forgetting the name of the shop that I got it from. I gave her to my brother to paint, and he hasn't quite gotten it back to me yet. I'm going to be seeing him tomorrow. As of this recording goes up tomorrow, so the day that you are hearing this, I will hopefully have this mini from my brother that is hopefully painted, fingers crossed, and that will be my demigod. She will be a little fragile little girl, it's kind of like a protect escort mission, kind of like Descent into Avernus was an escort mission for a giant flying elephant thing, kind of. But I'm very excited for this little level, I'm assuming level 5 to 10 adventure of getting this demigod into godhood. I know basically to start in the process of becoming a demigod, you have to first beat a demigod yourself. I'm going to have her having done that already, and the players find her very wounded and kind of broken from that, and they'll help her gain followers or fight other demigods from there. But yeah, I'm very excited for this adventure. I will be recording the adventure whenever that comes around. I'll make sure to try and put it in this, put a link to it on this channel, probably in the community notes. And yeah, I'm very excited for this D&D game. I can't stop thinking about it, talking about it, rewriting the adventures. I'm rewriting this adventure so many times. It's like the 5th time I've been reworking the first dungeon. But it's a lot, but I'm very excited for it. Anyways, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed me rambling about D&D lore and hearing me be excited about a D&D game, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.